Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Melee Sadpost, or Trin, or Mackie, you can call me whatever. If you're watching this, you're interested in why you should main Melee DK. I'm making this video in response to a video I saw that kind of upset me and my recommendations. I'm not going to name any names, but it was slandering my boy Donkey Kong, and I'm a Donkey Kong main. I've been maining Donkey Kong for like maybe a year now, and I just recently started committing to him solo, but I think I have a lot of knowledge about DK. I've put in so many hours, more work probably in the past, 4 months that I have in my entire career combined just learning about DK. I've found so much passion in this character, and I want to share with you why I think he's a good choice, why he's not just a meme pick. Because DK's kind of position in the community is he's the funny monkey meme character, which is a position I certainly embrace. I think it's awesome, but there's something so much deeper about DK, and I feel like he's the most misunderstood character, who has the most potential to have some insane results, some insane growth as a character, and it's happening right now, and this is why you should be a part of this DK renaissance. I'm gonna break this kind of into a series, really. It's gonna be a more freeform kind of thing. I'm not gonna be super on a script. I'm just gonna talk about why I love DK, compartmentalize it, and give you little bits of tidbits to get you really excited about DK. And I'm just gonna kind of go in order of how exciting it gets, gameplay wise, and then I'm gonna end it off with a video about the DK culture, what it means to main DK, how DK is changing right now, and how you can be a part of it. The first thing I'm gonna talk about today is my favorite DK move. One of my favorites, like top 3. He's got a lot of good ones, a lot of cool ones, but one of the most unique ones, the punch. I was always wondering why DK was in the very middle of the tier list. He has this move called the punch. Anyway, a couple punches aside. This move, so versatile, and it's not just the punch part that's useful. His little wind, that is spicy. So in this video, I'm just gonna lay down everything I know about the punch. If you want to listen to a little non-binary autistic person talk about Donkey Kong, you found your video. So let's get right into it, and let's talk about why you should main Donkey Kong. Alright, I've got the Uncle Punch up, and I've got this Falcon AI. My cursor's on the screen. This Falcon has been just mercilessly beat up throughout all of history. Me, Armada, not to put myself on the same level, but I'm just saying, everybody's just bodied these Falcon AIs. He's got to have a Pavlovian reaction to the word Armada, and he just flips out. But anyway, let's talk about the punch. So what I just did there was a swing. Alright, that was a zero swing turnaround. This is not scripted. I'm having a hard time. What I just did there was a zero swing turnaround. Zero swing turnaround is some esoteric DK knowledge that we'll get into later. But first, I must dissect the word DK's punch. So he has the winds, and he has the punch. Do you get that? So the wind in itself is basically Sheik needle turnaround. If you think about it, not basically, it is, which is why I gravitated to the DK so hard whenever I first started playing him, because I was a Sheik main, and I'm like, wow, I'm playing a fun character now that's actually good. But anyway, I'm playing my favorite move about Sheik was the needle turnaround. I thought it was such a cool mechanic. I thought it allowed you to move really fast, do a lot of unique stuff, but other than that, I didn't have fun playing Sheik, and then I was like, another character has that, so I started playing. But yeah, so he has needle turnaround, which is pretty cool, and in some cases it can be faster than Sheik's if you are cracked and jacked. But anyway, the punch can be used for so many different ways. Donkey Kong Punch is a move unique to him, and it's just interesting how radically different of a character DK is when he has the punch. Whenever he has the punch, he becomes this character who has no options from the front except for this just huge monkey punch. It's just huge. It's enormous. He's a monkey. He's gonna punch you. He's been winding up his fist. He's gonna punch you. That's menacing, and I think that's pretty cool. DK, if you're not approaching DK, he's gonna get stronger. He's like, you're over there laser camping me. I'm gonna be on my grind. I'm winding. You're camping. I'm grinding and winding. That's all I know. And it gives you this option that forces people to approach you, because if you have your punch, then you can contest. You can contest Fox's shitty overshoot, or shitty dashbacks. Fox is laser camping you, and every single time you approach, he dashes back. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna charge my punch. I'm gonna do my little bear mix-ups. Okay, you're camping me, and now I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna get your dash back and punch you. If you watch my combo videos, or Da's combo videos, there's a lot of that, and I think it's badass. And it's the rawest call out. This monkey just punched you because you're being predictable, which is funny. I know I was like saying like, oh, DK's not just a funny meme character, but my whole reasoning is that I like him is like, oh, you just got punched by a monkey, lol. But that's just me trying to be entertaining. But anyway, yeah, so he has this anti-camping measure, which is really interesting. It's really cool, especially for a bad character. It's really important for him to have, in my opinion, because without punch, he would just be negative. He would be a negative character, in my opinion. He would just not have anything to contest camping unless his neutral B was something better, you know? It just depends on what neutral B God would give him. But as of now, I wouldn't change it any other way. I like how it contributes. I love what punch does to his neutral. He's a character with no forward-facing options, besides like, you know, Nair, the occasional Nair, but it's no PM Nair. You know, the down tilt, which has been blowing up recently. We've been thinking about down tilt here in Jungle Japes. But other than that, like, what does DK have? You know, in order to hit in front of him fast and safely, he has to do shield pivot bear, or just pivot bear, or, you know, pivot bear. So, you know, what are you gonna do? You gotta charge the punch. And even with shield pivot bear, you can't effectively punish overshoots unless you do like run up wave dash shield pivot out of wave dash into shield bear. Other than that, you can't really punish overshoots as DK, or like punish dashbacks. So I don't know how many times I said overshoot instead of dashback, but you can just, without that, you can't really catch dashbacks except with a raw grab, and like that's reactable pretty much. Like if a DK's on the ground with no punch, what's he gonna do besides grab you? That's usually what I tell people who struggle against DK, is like, hey, think about neutral, think about what he can threaten. But yeah, so that's what makes camping DK a pretty actually counterintuitive strategy, and why I like facing campier foxes more than I like facing rushdown aggro foxes, because Fox, I don't know, I wouldn't say Fox loses the camping game to DK, but he doesn't like just obliterate DK just because he can camp him. Another reason I like punch is that it's an awesome combo finisher. Boom boom. Like, he could just do that. And if I had a 9-1, I would have killed there, but I didn't have the foresight to do that. Did I just say 9-1? You'd be asking, what's a 9-1? I always thought this was actually common melee knowledge, because I knew this before I made DK, but I guess it's not. I probably just heard it from some DK meme. But you probably know it. I'm just surprised because I tell people about it and they don't know. Okay, so right now I have DK's punch winded 9 times, right? And that actually makes the punch stronger. There are pros and cons to having 9 wind. I don't have an indicator that I have my 9 wind, so if I lose it somehow in like an up B scuffle and I like don't notice it, because like you can get hit at really stupid parts of up B and still lose your charge, then I'll be like, oh hey, I don't have my punch anymore, I just went for a big punch finisher and a combo and it was just a 1 wind, or like a single punch, which could still kill, but yeah, so that's pretty much the only downside, lack of armor. Maybe it's a little bit harder to input, because you have to, you know, punch before you do the 10th wind. But yeah, that's probably the hardest part about it. To me, that is the hardest part about 9 wind, is understanding when you have 9 wind and having like the presence of mind to go for a 9 wind in the game, because you have to go for those extra inputs that are totally against your muscle memory, and it can feel a little bit uncertain, you know, because like, do I really have the 9 wind, you know, because I don't have my little cloud above my head, I don't know how mad I am. So that's it, but really, that's just lack of experience, you know? If you just play DK enough, you'll get used to it. But yeah, so 9 wind's cool, and my favorite part about 9 wind is it gives you access to my favorite melee DK tech. And I'm gonna swap you over to post-production nerd trend for this, because I do not want to talk about zero swing turnaround unscripted, or not unscripted, without the proper setup. I don't know, you know. Hello everybody, it's NerdTrin, and now I'm going to tell you about Zero Swing Turnaround, why it is hard, but cool and possible. So, the first thing I want to tell you about Zero Swing Turnaround is I am not consistent at it yet. I'm pretty new. If you want to see a good, consistent Zero Swing Turnaround user, that would be Da. Da is the reason why this video probably exists. I wouldn't be playing DK for Da. No matter how many videos I make saying why you should play DK, none of them will speak to you more vibrantly than any of Da's videos in general. So I really recommend checking out Da if you're considering DK. Like, maybe this video will get you to consider DK, and then Da will be like, yeah, I'm DK playing, because that's what happened to me. But anyway, let's talk about ZST. So ZST is an abbreviation for a technique called Zero Swing Turnaround. It's exactly what it sounds like. I want to call it Zero Line Turnaround, because you're still swinging. But that's, whenever I'm the best DK in the world, if that happens, then I'll start saying that. But for now, I'm going with Zero Swing Turnaround, because you're still technically swinging, but you're not winding. But yeah, so Zero Swing Turnaround is canceling DK's charge loop and animation on the last frame possible. Okay. So as you can see, whenever you start charging, DK has this animation called Special End Start. It is 8 frames long, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is unbufferable, like you can't, you have to do it on the frame. I'm looking at stuff with Z, but as of now, it's rough. So we'll go 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame, 1 frame. Thankfully, this is a pretty distinct animation. It's whenever his fist, you know, reaches the, you know, the apex, and you just press Z, R, or L, and you'll cancel it without adding a wind to your punch. It's crazy, and it's faster. I'll probably put some clips on the screen of Zero Swing Turnaround being used right now. But yeah, you saw those, whenever I don't make any noise and I just go bonk, that's a Zero Swing Turnaround, and it's a lot faster. See that? That was a Zero Swing Turnaround bear. And here's a regular bear. Well, that was a Zero Swing Turnaround bear. I can't even... Okay. Can I please do a regular bear? Or not? Yeah, see how much slower that is? But yeah, so if you utilize 9 wind and Zero Swing Turnaround, you transform from this character who has to kind of weigh their options. Like, is punch more important, or is Zero Swing, or is Swing Turnaround more important for edge guarding? Or, like, do I want to do this more? Or do I want to do this more? Well, if you know how to Zero Swing Turnaround, you can do both. It's very, and you have the 9 wind stuff down, you can do both. You can just become this beast. And that's why I think DK's punch is just a really cool move. Now I'm just going to show you a bunch of cool punch tricks that I learned from myself, or from Da, or from Mo, who I watch a lot of VODs of. There's shield drop punch, which is pretty strong. You can also like do shield drop punch like through the platform to like dodge a grip attack and just pop them. There's like random stuff like this, just like going behind your opponent and just popping them. I'll put a clip of TrueTrin doing something really cool with that. But it's really cool and neutral. It's cool to tech chase with. I'll show some examples of me tech chasing with a punch. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of have a brief video about like kind of adding a new layer of like content around DK. Content I think more characters deserve. This game is really deep. This game has a lot of characters that are pushed aside because, you know, the characters in this game are just that good and that cool, to be honest. We don't have, you know, Are You a DK Main by SSB and tutorials or stuff like that. We just have like top 10 awesome Ringler moments, which I've watched 10 times. But still, you know, let me convince you why this character is cool. But yeah, so let me know what you think of this type of video. Let me think of the video itself. Let me know how I can improve. I want to keep making videos about DK. I just want to put some of the knowledge out there that I had to like really reach to find, like I had to just dig to find. And I just want people to be able to look up Melee DK and like seeing what he has. Because he has a lot of cool stuff that is just like under the map. This is more so a response to like this video I saw on DK that kind of portrays him as a meh character, when in reality he's one of the most explosive, exciting, and unique characters in any fighting you've ever played. So again, let me know what you think of this video, let me know what I can do better, and I'll see you in the next one.